What's up, you should Simmers here. With the success of last year's Scream, and of course with the success of Halloween, looks like another horror film is now getting the legacy sequel treatment, and that is another '90s horror gem, and that is I Know What You Did Last Summer. According to Deadline, following the success relaunch of Scream, Sony Pictures is looking to blow new life into its own slasher franchise as sources tell Deadline that Jennifer Kayden Robinson has been tapped to direct a new I Know What You Did Last Summer sequel, which will have Jennifer Love Hewitt and Freddie Prinze Jr. in talks to reprise their roles. Insiders say that the project is early in development and that Neil H. Morris is in talks to return as producer, with Leah McKendrick on board to direct the script. Sony had no comment on the project. Now, if you guys don't know much about the original film was actually which was actually written by which was actually based on a book, which I always keep forgetting that was based on a book, but it was also written by Kevin Williamson, who of course years prior wrote the first Scream. And if you guys don't know much about the story here, the original pick, which also had Sarah Michelle Gellar and Ron Felipe, who obviously who knows if they're going to return because, well, spoiler alert, they died in the first film. Anyway, the original film followed four young friends bound by a tragic accident who are reunited when they find themselves being stalked by a hook-wielding maniac in their small seaside town. The original was a hit and not only led to a sequel, which was I Still Know What You Did Last Summer, which I actually have a fun time with that one. It also launched the careers of Jennifer Love Hewitt, Freddie Prinze Jr., Sarah Michelle Gellar, and Ryan Felipe. Plot details for this latest installment is being kept under wraps. Now, as for Robinson, she recently directed that Netflix comedy last year, Do Revenge, which is pretty decent, which was her most recent directing outing and earned her high remarks for a first-time filmmaker. Prior to that, she was a writer on Marvel's Thor: Love and Thunder and was a consultant on Hawkeye. And outside of the Marvel universe, Robinson also penned the scripts for that HBO Max film Unpregnant, which I really enjoyed, and Netflix's film Someone Great. So I think this is an interesting choice here. I mean, as for Frank Prince Jr. come back, that one really piques my interest because I mean you don't really see Frank Prince Jr. on screen as much. Like he did appear in Punky Brewster, and it was cool to see his little cameo in what you call it in Clerks 3. But I feel like Frank Prince Jr. and even his wife Sarah Michelle Gellar hasn't really done as much as they used to like in the '90s and 2000s. That's pretty cool to see. And Jeff Love, she's of course been on 911, so she definitely has some time there too. So I think this could be really cool. I mean, definitely seeing like obviously we'll probably see some new additions popping up. Like obviously, just like the Screen films, I really don't think the movie will focus on the legacy actors. I feel like Sarah Michelle Gellar and Frank Prinze Jr. probably going to be having amount of screen time that let's say Neve Campbell had in the recent Scream. So don't really expect them to be the main focus on this. I could totally see maybe this movie involving their kids. I could totally see that happening. So it should be interesting where they're like what they're planning to do with this, and hopefully they ignore the last one, which was I always know which is the last summer, which that was terrible. And of course, you guys remember they also did that TV show, which wasn't so bad, just wasn't as good as I was hoping. So hopefully this will be something really cool. Anyway, let me let you guys. What are your thoughts on Sony giving us a legacy sequel to I Know What You Did Last Summer? Were you ever a fan of the original film? Are you even interested in checking out a new I Know What You Did Last Summer flick? Do you think this is the right move? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for notification. This is Simon sign out.